Hey everyone, if this is your first time to the channel, please do so. Make sure that you are subscribed. Hit that bell for notifications so that way you don't miss another video like this one coming your way. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and please feel free to leave a comment. We do get back to all of our comments. Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Moe's Toy Room, come from my room to yours. And today we got an interesting one, folks. This is one to fear, definitely. This is the Conjuring universe. This beauty is made for us from Neca and Real Toys. It is for ages 17 and up. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the Nun, the ultimate Valak. You can see it right there on the front of that screen right there. Very imposing, very scary. When you see these eyes, these are the devil's eyes, folks. These are the eyes of Prince of Darkness. These are the manipulations of Valak himself, who can manipulate you through magic, also can manipulate many things at once. And you have seen throughout the Conjuring universe as to how interesting and how vicious this demon really is. Is this a real life demon? That's one of the things. And according to like Wikipedia and everything else, the name Valak, V-A-L-A-K, is not spelled correctly. The actual demon, who is a prince of magic and manipulates things, and he is a demon, is made, his actual name is spelled V-A-L-A-C. And he is a little boy with horns, and he rides a two-headed dragon, much like how you would see Satan. A lot of people say Satan is one to ride, a dragon also, and manipulates people as a boy. You're wondering, like, so how high is he on the food chain? Like, for instance, is he a top 3 demon? And I know I've said that in the past. He could be a top 3 demon. I might have been mistaken, because the top 3 demons, hands down, is Beelzebub, Lucifer, and Leviathan. They were the first 3 angels to fall down and be turned. They were the first ones to fall out. Ever since then, there are, I believe, 666 or something like that, demons that are to fear. That's where you get 666 from. This is one of them. Definitely Valak can manipulate you, get inside of things much like this. And once you get them in your household, folks, it is next to impossible to get rid of. And exorcisms can go very badly, especially when they refer to children, which we've seen throughout this whole Conjuring universe. You've seen with The Omen and other things. How real are these movies? I don't know, but I know that maybe they have some kind of story that links to these characters. But now you could, what's interesting is now you could find them in Targets. That's where we found this one in the collector's section, $34.99, available now. So you probably seen me pick this up maybe last week or the week before on one of my toy hunts. I am running behind on my actual toy unboxings because I've been so busy. So my job is very demanding and I have to pay the bills first, folks. So here you see on the front of that cover, you can see that Nun Valak right there. We're going to turn it to the side. They got this thing looking like a book. So I'm wondering if they got it like a Bible. However, you can see Neca Real Toys. On the back there, you have Valak. Interesting, very interesting, because this thing includes the orb, painting, display stand, interchangeable head and hands. You're wondering what the orb is. It's the actual kind of, she's holding it right there. It's like that glass thing that was in the movie, and supposedly it housed some of the blood of the actual Jesus Christ. That's how they pretended to kill Valak in this movie. So, stories, and you hear stories, and it's just stories, folks. But if something like this was to get into your household, it's going to be all bad. All right, so there you go. You see the side right there. Ultimate Valak, the Conjuring universe, the Nun. And you see a very creepy photo right there. Let's crack this front of this book open right there. Look at how imposing that thing looks. Just ferocious looking right there. You could have your Valak look just like that. With the right diorama, not particularly this one, because I'm sure that the background that's on this one is going to be an insert that's also included on here. So there you have Valak right there. Yeah, you can see Valak kicking back behind his window of pain, locked in his plastic prison, as he has finally made it here to Moe's toy room. So there you have it, folks. You can see that orb right there. Well, it's a little dark, folks. Let me get this back right there. All right, there you go. You can see the orb was, yeah, a little shine, but we're going to get all this out of the package, folks, and we are going to see what this beauty brings. All right, folks, first off, tail of the tape, Valak is checking in at around 6.5 inches. And I'm going by the actual hair, the bun that's right there. So there you have it. You can see that he might be a little over, but not yet quite. Yeah, he's a little over 6.5 inches. All right, so if you want to get down to centimeters wise, okay, he is about 16 3/4 centimeters. Okay, so there you have it right there. Obviously, our Valak is going to bring a really cool looking apron, well, headdress that goes over just like that. You can see that. Let me move some of this light over so you can see it a little bit better. Okay. And then it has a tie on it, so you can maneuver it however you want. It has that in there. For that way your Valak too you can get it to wear the dress however you like. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. You're wondering, is it on a Neca stand? Yes, it is. It brings its own little stand, so it does bring a stand, but it only pegs a 1 foot, and you're gonna see, I'll show you later on in the video, this thing has trouble standing even with this. So you can move it around and really get it to stand, but it was included. And then you have a cross. So the cross, you could barely even see it. There you have it right there, a little cross. Looks like it's made of wood. So yeah, you can see the way that they did that. It has like a piece of wood and a piece of wood in the front. They just didn't mold it as a cross. So they put this thing together. So, but yeah, they made it just an even cross all the way around. So that way, even if you flip it upside down, it's still not the sign of the devil. All right. And Valak can wear that around his neck. So, also, it brings alternate hands. They are very creepy. You can see these hands right here, just how they look. Super creepy. Our Valak is looking real creepy, folks. So, there you have the hands. They're both on hinges. So, you know how Neca does it. They always put it on a hinge. So, and then they got that post sticking out. There you have it right there. And you can switch out the hands. And then our Valak is going to have an alternate head. So I don't know how good you could see that. So on this one, it's interesting because the eyes aren't really done up. Nothing's really done up. I think I might have gotten maybe a rare one because the face on this is not even really painted. So yeah, a lot of you artists out there saying, man, I wish I got that one. Yeah, I just wish I would have got one that looked more painted. But yeah, that's a downfall here. So you can see the back where she would tie her dress. Headdress over there. I forgot what they call that, what the nuns call that. But yeah, mine doesn't look painted. So I mean, I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. But it also brings that picture that Valak you would have seen first, and then all of a sudden Valak would have just came out flying out of the picture, right? So it does bring that, and there you go, and that's how the back looks right there. You can see the frame of it and everything. It's just a hard piece of cardboard, not bad. And then also it brings, doesn't Valak look like he just wants to rip out your soul? All right. And then it also brings the orb. So obviously you could tell that the blood of Christ is no longer in there. So yeah, where is it? It would have been cool if they would have included it in there like that. But no, it is not there. Not unless it fell out in the box or something. I don't know. But obviously mine did not bring it. So yeah, don't know what's going on. But this would be the one and the nun that the actual other nun that was fighting them or whatever would have had some of this in her mouth. And when Valak got up in that whole scene where they were in the water, if you're familiar with the movie, and the nun spits it in Valak's face. So yeah, and that's how they got rid of him the first time. All right, but apparently it was the actual blood of Christ that was in there. All right, don't know how true that is, but that's what they're saying according to the movie. All right, is it real life? Is this character fictional? Is it real? Is it something the Vatican is holding back from us? Is it something the Warrens actually battled? Do you think that they would have been able to take down a demon much such as this? I don't know. I think it would have probably have taken a lot of help, or else maybe the demon was a lot more mediocre, like not as bad, but maybe the family just had an infestation in that household. Don't know. We don't know the facts on this whole thing. That's something that the Warrens took to the grave with them. So not unless you could read up on it and just leave it in the comments. All right, so there's that backdrop right there. You could see Valak, how it would look with that backdrop. Very interesting because a lot of people can do a lot of magic with this. Much like the magic Valak would have did to manipulate you and manipulate everything around you. All right, so, but yeah, this is how it is. And you're wondering, wow, dude, you're like spitting some weird language and weird things out here. Yeah, I looked into this a little bit. And it's something that's very interesting. It's something that people should know about. And I get it. You want to all practice the scripture and everything else, but you have to also know what's going on the darkness, on the dark side, in case you do catch an infestation in your house, in your household. So, but anyway, so I got our Valak on an actual stand. What's interesting about this ultimate figure, with a lot of the ultimate figures, some of them don't bring the real clothing. I'll tell you that. For instance, like the Michael Myers ones and Jason ones and all that. I know that my Scream one brought the real clothing, and then now Valak. I do have another Valak that is the first one that was released that has a different clothing. You can watch that review in my library down below. I filmed it like last year sometime, and Valak is back in the box, and that was a very interesting review. And I don't know, we might have had some paranormal activity in that actual review that happened, so you might want to check it out. And see, I even hung crosses from the ceiling and everything and had them around, and they started moving around, and just weird things just started going on. But anyway, that's one that you can watch down below in my library. Check that out. Let me know what you think. So here is the second installment of Valak. Okay, so is it spelled V-A-L-K or V-A-L-A-C? I don't know. But here it is. You can see our Valak right there. Look at how amazing this looks. This looks just wicked fantastic. For some of you that absolutely love this figure, well, love the character Valak, or love the Conjuring universe, period, this is a must-have for a lot of collectors. And this figure is very interesting because it has a lot of trouble standing on its own. So, but yeah, it's from the narrow shoes that it has on it. It has heels and everything else. But this is actually the third video that I've done of Valak. I've also done the statue, the gallery diorama statue, and that is also in my library down below. All right, so there you have it, all real. I liked what they did with her belt, the way that they hunched it over and it went through. This feels like real leather, folks. Just saying, and it's real. So there you have it. And then you could see how it looks in the face. I will get an up close on that. Obviously, if I was to leave this in my collection and post her out like this, it's going to be with that face, because you know what? This one is not even colored. Like, what the hell? What's going on? But yeah, that's what I would have did with that. All right, so I'm going to do the review with her headdress off, for that way you can see what she got. So head barely looks down, looks up tremendously. So you can see that right there, like as if it's come off and she's looking towards the light, and maybe it's her time to go transfer over or something, and I don't know. But here you go, hits that Michael Myers, very nice. Very interesting. Oh, that looks really creepy. All right, and then all the way around. Also, you got this dress, everything. This is all headdress, all that stuff going on. Arms do go up. I'm just wondering, because this figure feels much like the one that was released before. I'm just saying, maybe they did a repack. I don't know. But yeah, I had to have it. All right, so you can get the arms to go all the way around. No, they will not. Due to the fact that she has her clothing on, but if she had no clothing on, yeah, arms definitely can go around. And as far as like a bicep swivel, not feeling it. Doesn't have a cup joint in the shoulder either, but she does have, let's see here on the joints. Let's check out this joint. Is it a double joint? Hold on a minute. Let me get her off of here. Let me see this. Is it a double joint? Can't tell. Yeah, it is. There you go. The extender piece right there. And she does have rotation right below the bicep. Right there. And she also has it at the top of the forearm. So top of the forearm, and then there is the rotation right below the bicep. Okay. So now that we got that out the way, those hinges do look good. They do go really well. Go up. Hands do spin around. Same as the other arm. Just look at that. Look how that looks. Yeah, this thing got all the right tools. All right, so right below her bust area, there is no magic going on there, but right at the waist, there you go. You got that rotation. As far as an ab crunch, not really feeling anything. I don't know if there's that one insert in there that the other one had that would allow it to flex. It almost feels like it does have that, so I don't know. I'm not going to take any of this off to figure it out either. So just saying, folks, I am so sorry about that. And if you're wondering, so here we go. So if her hips don't lie, there you go. She got hip movement. Yeah, she got a little bit of hip movement, and then she also will have rotation at the bottom of the knee, okay? And then she is on a single joint. You see that right there, the way that that looks? Okay, now here's the funny thing. These damn shoes. Look at that shit. Like, come on. And she's on a hinge right here. So that makes me believe that maybe this could be a repack of the one that they released before. I'm just guessing. I'm not saying an actual thing, but that's pretty much how the other one was. And as far as tilt rocker, not there. It just has that hinge that allows it to go up and down. That's it, folks. That's our Valak right there. But yeah, look at that. You can see how odd that is with the feet. So you can't really expect that thing to really stand pretty much on her own. So especially with all this going on. So I did place her on the stand. All right, folks. So here is our Valak right here with alternate hands on. I put the cross around her neck. It does go right over. You are going to have to pull her apron off to get it right over her head. But like I said, that would probably be the way that I would display it. Just like that. I think it just looks fantastic, and it just looks amazing. I am just completely amazed that Neca is able to make something like this. Just the stitching work alone throughout the whole, look at this, look from the side. Look how many pieces there is to this robe. Yeah, it looks like she's a Star Wars character or something, like a Jedi or something. But you could see the pieces, the way that it just moves around. The quality of this figure is just super nice. You really can't go wrong for the price tag. And I think that right now at I know a lot of here, Bay Area Targets here, their online is offering this thing. I believe that they're like $27.99. So you might want to double check it in your area or even here in the Bay Area. But yes, people are finding them at $27.99. And I looked online, and NECA did have, since Black Friday, they had these figures on sale for $27.99. But the problem is that I don't even think that they were even out yet. But now people are starting to find them, and some people are still getting that price on them, and the online price as well. So yeah, you might want to double check on it, but on average, this figure goes for about $34.99. All right, so for some of you wondering, is it on a post on her head on a post? No, it is not. It is going to be on that dumbbell joint right there. You can see sticking out, and you got the post with the big dumbbell on the end, the big ball, and that would be the one that her head would actually be on. So here is our Valak with alternate head on. This would definitely be the Rage version of this figure, how this figure would look. Yeah, it just still looks imposing. Yeah, I just think that I just missed out on a lot of the paint on the actual face. No, I am not going to go through and repaint this. I don't have the skill level to do that, but I would have preferred for it to have more of the paint work more applied to this alternate head. But, I mean, it doesn't look that bad still. It really doesn't. So here's our Valak holding the picture, the painting of himself. Yeah, he will hold it. You're going to have to use the hands that the figure came with that were on it in the first place. So those would be the hands that you would use to hold the painting up. As far as the other alternate scary looking hands, the ones that were just in the box, these ones will not hold that one for some reason. But yeah, those hands do just fine. So here is our Valak looking at the orb, the one that had the blood of Christ in it. Yeah, it holds that very well also. There's a lot of ways that you could pose this figure. This figure just brings a lot of detail, a lot of craftsmanship to it. But like I said, I just wish that the face would have had a lot more paint on the version that I got. So overall, folks, is this your kind of thing? Are you going to pick this up? Have you picked it up already? Leave it in the comments. Let me know exactly what you thought about it. Yeah, not too bad. I'm very pleased with this figure. I think it's very cool, and I think that it's something new for us horror collectors out there to indulge in. So, yeah, back in the day, pardon me, I can only imagine like in the 80s or the 70s if we would have gotten some cool stuff like this to collect. A lot of people would have gotten into collecting a whole lot sooner. Alright folks, so hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss other videos like this one coming your way. And hey, feel free to leave a comment. I do get back to all my comments. The likes and the comments do help our channel grow. So do our subs especially. And hey, from Moe's to yours, everyone. Good night, everyone.